What's going on, everybody? It is Average RC Fan 2 here, because I had to restart my channel. But anyway, I'm out here with the LC80 Pro from FMS, the 1/10 scale, and we're just gonna climb over a couple rocks here and just kind of see, how it does. So my truck's loud because the servo to switch gears is broken. It just kind of broke for no reason. So let me flip this around. I'm going to try to keep the remote in the frame a little bit so you can kind of see like if what's locked and what's not. Right now I am in 4-wheel drive, as you can see where this switch is, and I have the rear diff locked but the front's open kind of for steering. So here we go. So yeah, whenever I try to switch into second, now the light's on, you might have heard it change in sound, but it's like if I put just a bare amount of throttle and I switch it, there's really no change. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of hard to show on camera here. Let's see. But anyway, I really do like this truck a lot, but it's giving me a couple little hiccups here and there. The like I said, the gear switching servo, that fried. It fried just sitting, like idle. Like I wasn't even doing anything with the truck. It was just sitting there while I was, I don't know, situating something or something like that. And I just started hearing a loud noise. And at first I thought, oh, it's probably like a fan or something on something. But then I realized, well, there aren't any fans. And I started taking a look at it, and sure enough, that's what happened. So, oh yeah, that's right. Let's see if I can keep some of this in there. So, barely on the throttle. I don't know if we're gonna clear this when we try to go on here. I hope so. Oh yeah. Okay. You hear me rubbing in the back there. That rear bumper. That thing is definitely a rubber. So this rock here, it is doable, but it's not like super entertaining. So probably gonna skip it out. I'll show you what happens. It does like to roll on it, but you have to kind of come in, just barely catch it with your front tire. If I'm even at a good enough angle, switch a little bit here. Barely catch that. Okay. Start to go up a little bit. And then you gotta go back. Oh, that didn't sound good at all, did it? I did not like the way that sounded. Someday I'm gonna have to do the turn signal delete, but then you can catch it like that. And like I usually try to make it on top of the rock, like a different way. So let's see if it even can get up it. I don't know if it can. I'll lock this front disc here. Let me lock them, see what happens. Okay, front should be locked. Alright, here's the servo engage. Alright, let's see. Can we even get up it? And that rear end digs in pretty good, so it just kind of does this little thing where it eventually moves around a little bit, and then I start to lean, and eventually I go over. But it's about the best. Looks like I got it pretty well stuck, so let's see if we can back it off. Wow, I'm just ripping up that grass. I don't know if you saw that wrap around that tire. Oh goodness. Okay, shimmy down a little bit. Just gonna roll. Yep. Okay. So generally speaking, that's why I skip that rock. But okay, let me unlock this front diff so we can turn good. And I think my front diff's slipping already, to be honest, but maybe not. So I am running it on 3-cell right now. Everything's stock. I have a faster pinion I want to put in there because this thing's top speed in seconds. Even still, like, not very impressive. Although I don't really care about going fast, but it'd be nice if it could, I don't know, do about maybe 15 or something like that. It probably does. I think I saw reviews that said it does like 9 miles an hour or something like that. I think, but I have GPS, but I gotta set that all up still. So anyway, I guess I forgot to do this one, right? So we'll go back up this, see if we can get off without, I don't know, flipping or rolling or dragging too much. Let's see. So right up, but off this other side. I mean, this is pretty, it's pretty not scale. This would be pretty tough. So maybe I should just, what, gun it? We'll try it both ways. We'll try slow and we'll try to gun it. We'll see what happens. No clue how this is best done here. Yeah, alright, we're bottomed out. Alright, let me try the other way. Hold up. Let me situate it. Alright, so this time we'll just go full send as soon as I get up here and see what happens. Alright, let's see. Ready? Okay, yep. Worked pretty good there. So that's cool. Probably going to have to do something similar on this rock here, but we'll see. But the slow, low speed control on this thing is just incredible. You know, you can just come down to your throttle trim, just barely turn it so that you're going forward. And I'll just set this here. I'm going to crank it up a little bit to just kind of respect your guys' time. But, I mean, it can go even slower than that, right? But without any input, maybe I'll steer it. We'll see. Let's do this. Look at that. I think some people call that FOC. I think different manufacturers maybe call it something else, but drawing a blank on what FFC is right now. Something field, something control, or something like that. I don't know. But it basically just means whenever the motor sees resistance or the ESC, it puts just enough power to kind of keep it going. Now, there is a little bit of slop in this thing. The best way to show that is, let me flip it over and then I'll do a couple more rocks and we'll end it here. Okay, I'm going to try to keep this short because I bet that noise is really annoying. So I'll just show this. This is an outrunner motor, so it's really easy to see whenever it's turning. And then I'll show the wheels too. Now, if I go forwards, okay, you can see there they start to turn. Now I'm going to go backwards. Watch how long it, now look, only one of those wheels are turning. Look how weird that is. That is the front, so let me lock it. Oop. Alright, locked. Okay, and now, whenever I go the other direction, watch how long it takes for the wheels to start to turn. It's because it's got portals and gearboxes, it's just the way it is. So we're going to start moving backwards right now. Watch how many motor turns it has to do until the wheels start to turn. Okay, just a little bit. I'm going to get it forward again. But there's enough slop in it, you notice it. And if you look, even though my diffs are locked, it doesn't really look like my wheels are spinning at the same speed, really. It looks like the one on this side spins a little bit more, a little bit faster before the other side. You see that? Yeah, it's pretty, I think it's pretty easy to see. I think it spins a little bit further and first. You can see the tire on the other side stops after. It's bizarre. So, trucks, I don't know. I love it though, I really do. Hold on, let's hit a couple more rocks real quick. We'll go a bit quicker and then we'll end it. So, One sec. Okay, so the front diff is locked at the moment, and I don't have my steering dual rate up the whole way. It's pretty close though, but all that's on the remote. This remote is actually excellent. You can see the throttle dual rate, steering dual rate, steering trim, throttle trim, all kinds of good stuff. Channel 7 and 8 are what lock here. Front and rear diffs. This puts it into rear wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and front wheel drive. Just changes your gear. I don't think this does anything. I don't know what it does. This is your lights. So it's got a lot of really cool features, but definitely has a couple little quirks too. But I do love this LC80. Obviously it's the Pro, but I do love this thing. I've had a TRX4, I had the Mercedes, and I had the Rock Light kit on it, and Trail Canyon tires, and not all kinds of mods. It was actually pretty stock. I did put a Fusion 2100 kV ESC and motor in it, and I really did like that a lot, but I just don't have that truck anymore, and I decided to get something a little bit different, give a different company a try. And I tell you, I do really like this truck. It feels extremely premium. It's got a lot of great features, and it handles exceptional, but just, I don't know, that servo going out on me for this 2-speed, that I didn't like that. And this slop in the drivetrain, I'm not a super fan of that. But other than those couple things, it's a pretty beast truck. I might have to actually turn the front off. Alright, let me unlock the front diff, see if I can. I don't know if I'll steer better on this or not. Okay, yeah, there we go. But yeah, I don't know if you're thinking about pulling the trigger on this, if this is going to be your first crawler. It's a pretty big investment for your first crawler, although I think you'd love it. It may cause a couple little problems along the way, although that's the hobby, right? That's just the way it is, and it is a blast. One day I'll have to do the turn signal delete. I don't think it's too hard. I think you just either unplug them or unplug a couple wires, or plug one of the connectors into a different spot on the light control, something like that. But yeah, if I had second gear, let's see, let me show you. Didn't change speed at all, right? It's max. There we go. Take it out of second into first. No change. It's burnt. So, okay, well, one of these days we'll take it back in here a little bit and all that, but it's getting dark, unfortunately. But I had to come out and mess around a little bit. It's been extremely hot out here, and lots of rain, lots and lots of rain. But there's a really cool trail down here, so we'll do that too. But all right, guys, you know, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this thing. I really do like it a lot, and I think it's comparable to some of the better well-known trucks like on the market, but it's different with every manufacturer. I think you have a couple little different things you got to think about, and so whatever. Yeah. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like the video if you like the video. Be cool to get a couple subscribers, but just do what you're comfortable with. Thank you.